never faced anything like this. Let them come.
Happy 4th of July to all my American viewers out there. And to celebrate your holiday of freedom and independence, I'm going to watch stuff get blown up in Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Welcome to Initial Reactions, where I give my preconceptions about a movie and then my first thoughts about said movie as I'm leaving the theater. The live-action career of the Robots in Disguise has been an interesting one. There was the Michael Bay version that came out in 2007, which was a surprisingly solid adaptation. It ended up grossing over $700 million worldwide, and a sequel promptly followed 2 years later. This one, Revenge of the Fallen, there's no way to put it. It sucked. Then we got Dark of the Moon, which, I'm just gonna say it, that is the best live-action Transformers movie we have gotten so far. Even better than Bumblebee. After that, Shia LaBeouf and Michael Bay said that they were done with the franchise. But Dark of the Moon ended up grossing $1 billion, so Paramount asked Michael Bay to come back for one last movie. Mostly because nobody wanted to take up the mantle of director for Transformers 4. So Michael Bay went and made Pain and Gain before coming back to deliver what will become Age of Extinction. This movie also made $1 billion, but a lot of that was thanks to China. And by now, a certain trend was starting to grow with each Transformers movie. Each movie seemed to be making $100 million less than the last one. But Paramount seemed to ignore this, thinking that, as long as they keep making $1 billion, we'll be fine. Then The Last Knight came out, and it became the lowest grossing entry in the Michael Bay universe by a country mile. That might have what led to Bumblebee grossing just $400 million worldwide, despite having the best reviews. Now, 5 years later, we got Rise of the Beast, a sort of quasi-sequel to Bumblebee that is still technically part of the Michael Bay universe. It's complicated, but I personally am looking forward to this one. It's honestly up there with Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, and Mission Impossible 7 as my most anticipated movies of the summer. What I'm really interested in seeing is how they introduce Unicron. For those of you who don't know, Unicron is a Transformer that's literally the size of a planet. He was featured in the animated movie and was voiced by none other than Orson Welles. Whoever's voicing Unicron in this movie has some pretty big shoes to fill. I guess that also kind of shoots down the whole Earth is actually Unicron storyline that they set up at the end of The Last Knight, which I am completely fine with. In the Transformers universe, Earth is just another battleground, and that's all it needs to be. Time to roll out and see what this movie's all about. That was alright. I thought the involvement of the humans in this one was reasonable enough. It felt like they actually served somewhat of a purpose to the story, and there were more than enough fight scenes to go around. But it has the feel of a smaller scale movie that wants to be the biggest bombastic blockbuster. Peter Cullen is great as always as Optimus Prime, but Pete Davidson as Mirage... there's only so much of him I can take before he starts to come across as annoying. The best way to describe Pete Davidson is he's the new Kevin Hart. He's going to pop up everywhere, and then eventually we'll get sick of him and he'll be in nothing. At the end, though, I felt like I was entertained by this movie. I don't know what the next step is in this franchise, but I think as long as they keep up this tradition of giving us new human characters and giving us new stories instead of trying to establish a continuity, I think that will work in this franchise's favor. Kind of like how 20th Century Fox did with their Marvel characters in the 2000s. Whether you're looking for a good time or you love the Transformers franchise, this is a movie for you.